In China, 10% of all adults have diabetes. And, wait a second, half of all adults in China, about 500 million people have prediabetes, says WHO. Diabetes have become a huge problem, especially in Asia nowadays. Of course, in Western countries too, it's been a problem, but even more so in Asia, because many nations are becoming richer and their preference for food, or they can basically just afford to eat sweet food. And also inactivity. These factors are creating more and more diabetes. Even I have kind of doubtful experience of diabetes. Back in New Zealand, I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning, started swimming from 5 or 5:30, just crazy. But back then I used to eat so much carbs, just a massive pile of pasta and stuff. And in the morning, I just woke up and I went to a swimming session, and after about an hour swim, I was so empty. I didn't have any carbs left in my body. I just blacked out. I was about to black out in the water, but luckily I just came out from the water and collapsed. And now looking back, I think I had sort of pre-diabetic condition. My muscles weren't holding enough glycogen. That's why I just collapsed, I think. So even sporty people can get diabetes if the diet is bad. And recently I just started doing sort of keto diet for fat metabolism purpose, and before the World Championship in Nice for half Ironman. So I had a look at what WHO says, and they say 25 grams of sugar per day. That's their recommended amount. 25 grams. That's not a lot. I had a look at some drinks which sound kind of healthy, yeah, but it's quite interesting. So, for example, fruit yogurt drink in a 200 milliliter bottle. Usually there's about between 10 and 13 grams of sugar. So it's about half of what WHO recommends as a sugar. Energy drink, you know which energy drink I'm talking about. That's got 27 grams of sugar per can of 250 milliliters, not 330, which you see often in Europe, but in 250 milliliter one, 27 grams of sugar. And I looked at sort of very popular multivitamin juice in Germany that's got 11.7 grams per 100 milliliters. It's only 100 milliliters. So if you have a glass full of 200 milliliters of multivitamin juice, that's well over 20. And if you have 250, that's pretty the limit for the day. That's it. I also had a look at some muesli and stuff with reduced sugar written on a pack. This particular product is a chocolate muesli with reduced sugar kind of packaging. 12.4 grams of sugar, not carbohydrates minus the fiber, but just sugar. 12.4 grams of sugar in 100 grams. Their one portion is 50, so it's supposed to be half of it, but who eats only 50? So 50 grams or 100 grams. So 50 grams or 100 grams. Yeah, and you pour milk all over as well, which has got lactose, of course. Yeah, it's actually quite a lot more than what we think. If we talk about carbohydrates in that pack, that's about 60 grams per 100 grams. So yeah, quite a bit. So I checked how much carbohydrates has cooked pasta got. One portion being maybe 200 grams, yeah, 200 grams pasta, cooked pasta, that's got 55 grams. So if you eat 100 grams of reduced sugar muesli, that's more than 200 grams of cooked pasta. So yeah, you really have to be aware of these things, because you might be thinking, oh, I'm making healthy choice. I've got healthy options here, but you may end up just eating rubbish. So you really have to actually study what's written in the box. Of course, what I talked today is just a tiny bit of the nutritional knowledge, and when it comes to health, it's just like there's so many topics to talk about. I'm going to make more videos, of course, and cover many different aspects, but I thought that this topic would be quite interesting because many people don't know about it. But yeah, surprise! So not to miss these videos, please subscribe. Also, now I've got Strava and Instagram accounts for Triathlon Sushi, so check them out. And I put the details in at the bottom, so check them out. See you next time.